give everybody a trophy. That's what they did tonight. They gave a trophy, a win, a huge win, to Horn, the local kid, for trying hard. You're not supposed to get it for trying hard. You're supposed to get it for winning.
What's up, guys? Thank you once again for tuning in. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If you're not and you're coming back once again to watch another video, much appreciated. Honestly, I really do appreciate it. Great night of boxing last night, okay, I guess. Cyclone Promotions put on a good show in Scotland. Box Nation put on an okay show at the Copper Box. But regardless, we have boxing to watch, and that's what it's all about, getting some good matchups and some talking points. But anyway, this is not about that. This is about Kell Brook. And what to do next for Special K. Is he still special? I guess is the first question. But first and foremost, if you follow Kell Brook on all his social media platforms like I do, you will know that he is back. We saw him post a picture of Billy Joe Saunders. We saw him hitting the heavy bag. He's already back in training. And I think that's first and foremost a good thing. And it's a very important thing, and we're going to touch on why that's so important later. If you're Eddie Hearn, if you're Team Brook, if you're Dominic Ingle, what do you do with Kell Brook? That's two heavy defeats, two mentally crushing defeats back to back. GGG, we kind of expected it, but I guess the damage you took in that fight could last for a long time. I've always said that. That mano, taking huge punches from a guy that is a lot bigger than you, wears thin on your body, and it wears thin on your body very quickly. I think we saw the effects of that. I think we did anyway. When he started getting hit by Errol Spence Jr., it was almost a case of, I've been there before, I don't like this. I don't want this. This is not comfortable for me. And I'm definitely not going to say he quit, as a lot of people are saying, but if his orbital bone was broken in one eye, he knows what that feels like. He's probably heard what the doctors have told him in terms of, you could have gone blind, you need to stop, it damages your career. And if he's felt that again during the Errol Spence fight, those things will be coming back in his head and playing back in his head time and time again. So I don't blame him for taking any. I don't blame him for saying, that's enough. We can go again. You know, we can go again. And I think he will go again. But where does he go again? Look, there's only really two options, 147 pounds and 154 pounds. He did look good at 160. I think people need to remember that. He did look good at 160, and I do think the 160 division is very thin. But I also think the 160 division's got people that punch extremely hard. And if you're Kell Brook and you've had two orbital bone problems, you don't want to be getting punched by the likes of David Lemieux and Curtis Stevens and many other big punches at the 160 division. When you look at 154 though, it's not a good division for him at all. And for a number of reasons. A, all his assets at 147, size, power, strength, completely disappear at 154. The guys are just a lot bigger than you. Charlo's a lot bigger. Demetrius Andrade, again, yeah, definitely a lot bigger. And then you even got the fringe ones like K9, like guys like that. They just physically are a lot bigger than you. Guys that probably boil down from 190, 200 pounds to make that weight, that much. They're just a lot bigger than you. So those intangibles go. Skill set. Again, Lara, people like that at 154, how does he hold up and fare against someone like Lara? He doesn't at all very well. So those are the guys that are the belt holders at 154. How do you mix with them? I don't think so. I don't think it's good. And not only that, but I don't think they're money fights either. Lara doesn't sell. That's why he's had big problems in the US. Demetrius Andrade, I thought he was going to do well and start selling, but he took so long out the ring because of his legal actions. I think people forgot about him a little bit. And Charlo, again, I think the Charlo brothers are good for boxing, but they don't necessarily sell either. Both of them have been struggling to get any big name opponents in the ring, so I don't see why they're going to get Kell Brook in the ring. So in terms of money fights, they're not there. And I feel like if you're Kell Brook right now in your career, when you've had nearly 40 pro fights, like I said, if a lot of boxers getting to that stage of their career, it's time to start cashing in. Hence why I took the GGG fight, and probably why I took the Spence fight as well. It's a mandatory. And if you're Eddie Hearn and you've been trying to get calm in the ring for so many years, and that's not worked out, I think Errol Spence was a fight that made sense. The fight that you thought you could win, and it's a fight that I know Kell Brook got good money for. But what next? I think the best decision Kell Brook could make is staying at 147. It's the best decision. I know everyone says he struggles at the weight. He struggles at the weight because he balloons. He doesn't go as far as Billy Joe Saunders, but there's no way Kell Brook walks around at anything less than 190, which is why he looks so fantastic at 160. Look how good he looked at 160 compared to how Amir Khan looked at 154 when he fought Canelo. Kell Brook looked fantastic at 160 because he walks around so big. Kell Brook needs to stay as close to the weight all the time. And that's why I mentioned earlier in the video that I'm happy I see him in the gym, because he needs to live in the gym. Obviously he needs to give his body rest now and again, but he has to think like a full-time boxer. And a full-time boxer or any full-time athlete, whether it be a footballer, whether it be a basketball player, whether it be a rugby player, are fit throughout the year. They rarely have an off-season. Boxers seem to think they have off-seasons because they have a fight, they balloon up, they come back down in weight, have a fight, balloon up, come back down in weight, and I don't think that's how it works. I mean, I remember I always used to look at Carl Froch when he used to fight, and then you see him post-fight, or maybe 3 or 4 weeks removed from his fight. Carl Froch would tell you he's probably weighing at 175, 176. This guy that fights at 160, he keeps his body as close to the weight as possible so that he doesn't have to lose weight to get ready for a fight. That shouldn't be how it is. You should almost kind of maintain and stay at your weight. A good indication of that is when Kell Brook was heavier, I think, if I remember quite rightly, than GGG at the 30-day weigh-in. How can you be heavier than a guy that is a 160 fighter? Kell Brook, if he stays around the weight, if he doesn't go anything past 160, 165, will have no problems making the 147 limit. No problems at all. And I think it's where he needs to stay. Look how big the money fights are there. Danny Garcia, Spence rematch, Khan, if you can get Khan in the ring, that's still a big money fight no matter what you say. Thurman, Porter could go again. If Adrian Broner beats Mickey Garcia, he could pop up to 147. Terence Crawford at 147. There's at least, if I'm Eddie Hearn, there's at least 7 or 8, maybe even 9 potentially good money fights that the public will be interested in for Kell Brook at 147. There is 0, unless his name's Miguel Cotto, there's 0 fights at 154 that make any money for Kell Brook, and that I think, in terms of the big names, he can win. I don't think he can beat Lara. I don't think he can beat Andrade. And I'm not sure he can beat Charlo either. And they're the big 3 at 154. So I don't see the point in going to 154. Stay at the weight. Don't balloon yourself up again. And I think there's potentially another 2 or 3 years at the 147 division if he can maintain his weight. If he can maintain his weight. And I think he can if he stays in the gym. And that's why I was so happy to see the pictures of him in the gym, already trying to stay at the weight, already trying to not do what he's done in the past. Every time you see him on stuff like Sky Sports and he's talking, his face looks so round, and you think he's just too big. He's far too big. Also, there's no problem losing to Spence. I think a lot's been made about this Spence defeat, and I struggle to understand why. Kell Brook has fought 2 very good welterweights in his whole career. Let's be honest, only 2. Porter and Spence. Beat 1, lost to 1. What's the problem? I don't understand the problem. We in the public now are so fixated about never getting beat and having an O and maybe only having 1 or 2 losses on your record. If the best fight the best, there is absolutely no problem in having losses, because losses will happen. We all wax lyrical about the fabulous 4 from the 80s of 70s and 80s of Duran, Hearns, Hagler and Leonard. They all fought each other and they all lost. So what's the problem when good fighters fight good fighters? There's no problem losing. And I think he should take away from that defeat. Look at what he can learn. I think the weight was a huge problem for him, and come again. There's massive fights at 147 and there's no problem losing. Danny Garcia fought Thurman, good fighter versus good fighter. Garcia lost. Thurman fought Porter, Porter lost. Just the way it works. Spence fought Brook, Brook lost. There's no problem when the best are fighting their best. I have absolutely no problem with him losing to Spence. And I think it's just that 147. I think, yes, they've got to be careful. I think a couple of tune-up fights. Look, if he can get the Horn fight, why not? If he can get the Horn fight, why not? Bring it over to UK. I think Eddie Hearn can easily get Horn to fight Brook. It's definitely possible. As a voluntary. Why not? I'm not sure where Brook's anywhere in the WBO rankings. I'm not sure how it would work in that sense. He's always been on the IBF trail, so it might be difficult, but look, where there's money, there's possibilities, and I think there's definitely a possibility in getting the Horn fight, and that to me is a comfortable win for Brook. But there's loads of fights out there, loads. So Brook, stay at 147, do not move your ass to 154, do not even think about going to 160, stay in the gym, get off the fatty foods, don't move above 160, and you're fine for 147. You are fine for 147. It's strange. I saw a video recently. It was Charlo. I'm not sure which one. I think it was Jamal. Can't tell the difference between both of them, to be honest. And he was with Errol Spence, and they were talking about the Brook fight, just talking about things in general. Errol Spence's face still looked as trim and as lean, like he's constantly in the gym. This is a guy that I don't think balls above 160, personally. Might go just a fraction above it, but that's how you need to be. That's how you need to be, Kell Brook. Be serious, be on your game, and I'm sure there's still many special nights left for you. But guys, let me know what you think. What happens with Kell Brook? I'm fixated on him standing at 147. I think there's too many killers at 154. I think they're too big, too good, too strong, too fast, too everything for him. Should he stay at 147, still 154? Who should he fight next? Let me know what you think. Peace.